Welcome everyone to MysteryHQ. In this video I'm unlocking the new animated Dark Ops calling card Blitzed Solo in Black Ops 7 Zombies. To unlock this you have to complete the Ashes of the Damned main quest with Samantha's drawing and the teddy bear relics active in under an hour. Because of that, this isn't a heavily edited guide. Instead I'm showing my full uncut run, explaining my routing, my timing, so you can either copy or tweak it for yourself. If you are new here, make sure to like and subscribe, but quickly before we start, these are all my perk augments I used for this run and the augments for Toxic Growth and the Ether Shroud. At the very start of the game, as you can see, I popped 3 gobble guns, armor get-in, gift card and full power. I want to be clear, these help a lot. Doing this challenge without gobble guns is, being honest, a nightmare. You should also turn on Rampage Inducer, since flying through the runs faster is absolutely necessary for this challenge. Armor get-in is huge here because in solo there's simply not enough time to farm points early on. Even buying 3 plate armor is rough. Not talking about golden armor here. So while it's technically optional, it makes the setup far more consistent. Gift card serves a similar purpose. Early on you need to open multiple doors quickly to get set up, and without that you are completely dependent on RNG, getting a free Pack-a-Punch crystal for a later step. And here when full power comes into the picture, which is the most important gobble gun. This lets you start this Spore side Easter egg on round 1, giving you chance to get Ether tools and Pack-a-Punch crystals immediately. And yes, your weapons will swap every round, but their Pack-a-Punch level and rarity stays the same, which means getting early upgrades from Spores is incredibly valuable. I recommend at least grabbing an extra weapon, an Ether tool and a Pack-a-Punch crystal, but don't worry if you miss anything, you can get more later. On top of that, I was also fishing for extra gobble guns like max ammo, another full power, and an insta-kill to make everything even smoother.
Go ahead and call me. I got business that needs tending to. But I'm sure my pets will keep y'all busy.
While the cat's away, the mice will absolutely fuck his shit up.
Alright, there's one small cut here. I actually had to swap my gobble gun pack because I forgot to equip max ammo, which you definitely want for this run. Try to save a few zombies at the end of round 4, as that's your cue to start moving and head over to Blackwater Lake.
Tessie seen better days. Fix her up, turn the light.
Hell yeah! I'm bumping all these knobs. Let's play fetch.
These candidates started. Me believe that I have recharge cycle. You're out of time.
Just like breaking up hardcore. Kill them with the non-stick surface? Bonza.
Once the power is on, don't forget to grab the jar of spores, because you will need that for the Easter egg. And I also doubled back here because I missed an item behind this scarf rack. It's part of the free speed cola Easter egg, and I think you should do this as well, so make sure you grab this little part.
100%.
Okay, as you can see, this section was pretty straightforward. Just don't forget to grab the item behind this door for the free speed cola.
Welcome on board. I hope you're not too attached to your breakfast.
What? The other orders didn't tell you who the fuck I am? Yeah, cancel that.
Let's see what you got left in the tank.
What the sugar frosted fuck is that?
And once Pack a Punch is active on Tessie, head over to exit 115. There are 4 things you want to knock out here. First, if you have the points and you are on a Ravager round, turn on the trap and kill a Ravager to get its eye. From this counter you can grab the final speed cola part, then interact with this machine to drink it, and on a normal round kill the chef to get the abomination head, and finally use toxic growth or a spore to get some more free loot. As you will see, this is where I got my free Pack a Punch crystal.
More horseshit at the hands of nefarious men. Seriously, where were nefarious ladies at? Solid coordinated effort fucking yourselves. Eat thorns, fuckers. I'm telling you, as soon as I remember what the hell's going on, I'm so fucking pissed.
Once everything here is done, head back to Ashwood, grab Juggernog, and then attach the abomination head to Tessie.
I think I got a few bugs in my teeth. Big pumping iron at the gym. Yeah, but you're still ugly.
From there, move over to Vendor Farm, and there are a few things you want to take care of here. First, place the spores on the dead horse, then clear the final generator. If you have enough points afterward, go and buy stamina. At this point, having at least a blue rarity weapon, Pack a Punch that once, is basically mandatory.
Fuck's going on? Tell me we're done cleaning these things. Feels like my blood's been swapped with jet fuel.
Okay, so on round 8, use the jump pad to reach Genos Towers, and use that upgraded weapon to kill Uber Klaus to get the chip. If your weapon is bad here, it's usually worth flipping the round before attempting to kill Klaus.
incorporated. Looks valuable.
So once you have the chip, take the jump pad back to the farm. When you are getting back, check the gauntlet symbols and note them down. Doing this now saves you a lot of time later. Also make sure to grab the human bones part of the Easter egg, and finally pick up 2 or more stun grenades here. I mean, buy them from the crafting table. You will need them later. Okay, so the next few minutes are mostly about me getting the gauntlet, so I'm going to talk a lot less.
As a short chick, this is the dream. Let's see if this chills out that depressed tin can. Solid questions. Got no answers for you.
Sorry, son. Secret lead of the Soviet space program. They turned out a whole bunch of nothing.
Hey, check it out. Looks like you waxed something. Odd. Sending out the mean green. That all-American meat shield looks like he might be fun. Yeah, I'm putting him on the shopping list too. If you were trees, I'd have a house by now. Always fetch this, fill that.
Okay, quick check-in though. Buying Wisp Tea at this point is mandatory. When you bring the canister back to Ashwood, you should lead the Wisp straight to the mirror and progress that step. Also, if you have the points, grab Mary Macchiato when you reach Blackwater Lake and the mushroom when you reach the farm.
Fuck yeah. Yep, this is how I party. Stinky bastards. Adios. Boys always said I was a knockout. get carded. That's a win.
Bonus points.
I did not sign up for this.
So ideally, you want to have the gauntlet by around 15 to 80 minutes in your game, or earlier if possible. If you are a bit past that mark, you can still complete the quest, but your time window becomes much tighter. The good news is that the gauntlet is not affected by the relics debuff, so once you have the gauntlet, you are going to keep that gauntlet for the rest of your run. Also, while you are driving around, make sure to keep an eye out for purple growths. That's where you will get the Horde Husk chunk using the laser beam. Back in Ashwood, shoot the mirror, then head straight to the Cosmodrome to complete the Serum Step. One important thing here, make sure you go there with Tessie. If you need the ingredient from the bear, you will have to complete that side Easter egg to spawn one, and that step requires Tessie to kill the bear. I did take a fairly big risk with the routing here, but it paid off at the end. In your run, make sure you go there with Tessie. And for the puzzle step itself, I'm using an external solver to speed things up. I've linked it in the description, and I highly recommend using it as it saves a lot of time.
Because I looked at it doesn't looking good. Something's still missing. Just a dash of typomyotin. Splat, splat, splat. I think I'm used to this. Where's my MVP trophy? Open the grill and the blood just come knocking.
Max ammo.
If my eyes have been opened, I gotta say, this place still sucks.
Get your seatbelts, safety car, and most importantly, seat.
The wind right out of our sails. Move your ass, you bloody bogan. I swear their breath is even worse here.
This will help you.
Yeah, she's gonna like this. Tessie's getting a party hat.
Now that we are past of the first half of the Easter egg, it's time to start the Soul Collection steps. I parked Tessie near exit 115 and used one charge to activate one array at the Cosmodrome.
Great. Now what am I supposed to do with this? I got nothing. As a short chick, this is the dream. Almost as sweet a ride as Tessie.
But instead of finishing the Cosmodrome puzzle step right away, I brought another charge over to the farm and completed the lockdown step there. I changed up my mind halfway, as I knew the charge for the array stays there, but I wanted to finish the farm lockdown as early as possible. You can do this in any order in your game. I just wanted to explain what you are seeing here is not because of any trick. I mean, if you arrive back from the Cosmodrome and straight away wanna go back with your new charged shot, you would need to wait a little bit for the jump pad, but it's only a few seconds. Just make sure you have monkey bones on you, as they make this lockdown step very easy.
I thought that stuffed rabbit was nasty. What? Something I said? Don't tell me they shaved their victims before carving them up.
Right down to the soil. Make it pure once more.
Hey, when the rat comes up, don't scratch it. Juicing me, love.
I said this was gonna be fun. You said shit, not fair.
Smells like Uncle Barto's basement. That's where I did most of his paint hopping. Not my family pushed the boundaries.
This land is teeming with memories of terrible events. The more of them you exercise, the clearer your path will be.
Don't worry, I was just as mean to your cousins back home.
And after the farm, I quickly finished the Cosmodrome step. As you will see, using Turtle Shell on Juggernog helps a lot here, while you are inputting the code.
The management reserves the right to kick your sorry ass to the curb.
but I'm partially dead.
Okay, now it's time to complete the Exit 115 Lightning Step, and I have to put a warning here. Just do not shoot the gauntlet when it's glowing purple. I don't know why I did that. I did it, and it cost me roughly 2 extra minutes. So I just want to say, make sure when your gauntlet is purple, ready to complete a step, you are meleeing with it, not shooting zombies. Now let me leave the full footage here, how I did this step, like how I completed it in one go, and after that I'm going to show the full Blackwater Lake step, which I did immediately after this. There's not much explanation needed, it's kinda straightforward at this point.
used to live here. You know the scary movie guy from the 50s? I used to watch his shit with my dad.
Evelyn gave everything so Dean Logger could tell his stories. Finally, her story has found an audience.
These bloody dimensions and these lanky shits are still in my way.
The shadow simulates.
Just because I look dead doesn't mean we're gonna hang out.
At this point, the Easter egg itself is done. And the truth is that the setup you have right now is the setup you are taking into the fight. You can't really spend more time chasing other things. Golden armor would obviously be ideal, and you will see I try to farm points for it, but it just takes so much extra time. The boss fight at around the 40-minute mark, or earlier, possibly earlier. So before going in, make sure to switch your field upgrade to Ether Shroud, as it's absolutely required for the fight, and have at least a max ammo and the full power gobblegum ready. So instead of spending time to farm points, I recommend using that time to buy any remaining perks and turn off the Rampage Inducer. Once that's done and you are ready, go ahead and initiate the boss fight.
whistle?
Don't let the stains on getting cold for me. And Thor will certainly catch up. Let's go, people!
So it really was a dog whistle.
Tessie skies!
My first and most important tip is to only use the healing pots for Tessie when your car is already burning and has a very low health. The reason is that these pots do not respawn in Cursed. My second tip is to only boost with Tessie when the boss shoots rockets at you, like you can see in the footage. This is the only way you can dodge those rockets and save Tessie from breaking down, because by the way the rockets are input reading, so wherever you go, the rockets are going to land exactly there. So in both the first and second phase you just have to carefully drive around, dodge the rockets and never use a boost when hitting the boss. Also whenever you can, try to go for the red weak spot of the boss for extra damage to fasten up the first and second phase.
You want to make me invent new ways to hurt you? Don't threaten me with a good time.
When the boss becomes immune and then you have the opening to shoot his bottom, well, I use it to red, but if you want to save time, you should bring a death machine into the boss fight. Unfortunately I didn't use that, but if you bring in a death machine, just look how fast you can skip to the next phase. Anyway, going back to my own gameplay, you will see this part can be a real struggle.
battle, so I made you some playmates. You are mere shadows of your former selves. You don't stand a chance. You think I fight alone? I contain multitudes! Wherever you run, death brings down!
Well, that's some piss in my cereal.
Show these upstarts the error of their ways! You are mere shadows of your former selves. You don't stand a chance! Wherever you run, death rings down! Pin them down! Box them in! I will strike the killing blow! Succumb to his will, or become like these wretches! Sooner or later, you will fall!
Reckon I'll get stuck in the grill. Scared yet, fuckface? You should be.
You should have accepted your fate, as I have. Pain and failure are all you have left in the end.
Yep. They deserve that one in my pocket.
In the final phase, the only difference is you have to play more aggressively. That's because whenever the boss charges his purple head, you have to hit it using your boost. This is how you can cancel the laser attack. Without boosting, you need like 2 hits on that purple head, so what I did was just driving around waiting for my boost to recharge and then use it to hit the head. This is how I managed to almost cancel out every single laser.
You think I fight alone? I contain multitudes!
When I was not able to cancel the laser, Tessie usually broke down. So here's what you need to do in any phase if Tessie breaks down. Basically you have Monkey Bombs and Ether Shroud for such situation, so it's up to you what you use first, but try to save your Ether Shroud and your full power Bubblegum for the final phase. So first use Monkey Bombs as you have cashback if absolutely necessary to get them back, plus you can get one using the Gauntlet from the wall. Also very important that whenever you repair Tessie but you see missiles coming, you must run away immediately or you will take a down. In my footage you may have seen that when I took a down, I immediately got up with all my perks. That's because I was running equivalent exchange on my quick revive and Monkey Bombs basically dealt enough damage to the zombies. If anytime Tessie is broken and a laser is targeting you, the best practice is to hide behind Tessie and start repairing, and then you can continue the gameplay.
This isn't going like you thought it would, is it, you ugly sack of fuck?
So this took me 54 minutes to complete, and yes, there were a lot of moments from where I would have been able to cut more time off. But as long as you manage to finish it under an hour, you will get this awesome looking animated calling card. And that's pretty much it for this video. If you found it helpful, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.